Hi everyone, this is Ray Moses for Swirlydoos Kit Club, and this is my tutorial on how I made this clock using the September 2015 project add-on kit and some things from my stash. So to get started, I just wanted to let you know that I did use some things from my stash that were not in the kit, obviously, that you can probably find anywhere. So I started using this embossing folder, and what the paper strips are just some random papers. Some of them, a couple of the sheets were music, like sheet music, and then a couple of book pages. And so I just pressed those through the cuddle bug, and then I'm going to decoupage them onto the clock. And I'm using the Prima Soft Matte Gel for this. It's really good for that paper mache decoupage kind of thing. So I didn't have any sort of pattern that I was doing. I just wanted to make sure that I was covering the entire clock. And once it's dry, I want to add some texture paste, the Clear Crackle from Prima. And so I'm just going to put a light coat on here to start, and then add more so that it looks really thick in some places. Now that it's dry, I can work on my design. And what I want to do first is make sure I put the clock parts on there, because I need to see how thick I can make my embellishments on there. And I use these little things from Shimmers, the Inklings, to set it straight, because that little block on the back was not good. It was kind of bouncing around. So this is part of my design. This is just some clocks from the embellishment add-on. There's a resin frame by Prima from my stash, and then just a clock key. And this is the piece in the main kit. It is a Blue Fern Studios chipboard piece. Mine broke, but that's my basic design. So when I have that ready, I can go ahead and add some stenciling. And I'm using some Windy Vecchi embossing paste, and this is white crackle. And again, this is just completely random to be poking out from under the design. And so I treated my clocks with just some basic archival ink in black. And then for the A Moment in Time chipboard, I used 3 different types of embossing powder. It's all the same kind. It's the Stampendous Frontage. This one's aged teal and aged green. And this one is aged taupe. And now that this is all glued down, I'm just adding some gesso, because I want to use those pretty watercolors that came in the kit. And they're sepia infused. So I want to make sure they show up. And adding gesso first allows me to have the colors brighter. So you can kind of see them on the flowers. You can see it better in real life, but that blue really shows up on the metal. And that metal piece just came in the embellishment add-on, and I just kind of broke it in half and put it in 2 different pieces. Okay, to finish up my project, and I did the rest of this off camera, it was just one of those things where you think you're done and you're not, you add some more stuff, and I did that during a time where I wasn't able to get to the camera, but I wanted to share with you what else I did. I added some bling, and this part was from the project add-on, this bronze color, just to kind of highlight what the clock will look like, that fake clock right there. And I also added some more flowers right here and right there. And I also added some brown, some distress ink, and some chalk ink around the edges, and it was really kind of missing something, so I decided to add some chain, and we got that I think in the June kit. And so I thought it would go kind of well. Even though it's not from the kit, it still goes really well. So you can add some of your own things. And the last thing I added, and this is just kind of for fun, is the clock keys by Tim Holtz. So I also went back and added some gesso and some of the watercolors that have that sepia tone in them. And then this part has the blue, and that does too. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up. But it has this goldish bronze blue in there, and it didn't come out exactly how I thought it was because these watercolors don't blend very well, and if you do put them on top of each other, it just kind of absorbs it and makes it kind of a muddled color instead of having the blue and the gold. So I kind of went back and forth and added some bronze and stuff, but it really does look patina-like, and it's really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how I created the background of the clock and you get some ideas. If you already subscribe and you get the project add-on, you'll be able to do something very similar. And if you don't, there might be one in the store still. So if you go to swirlydoos.com and click on the icon that says available kits, you might just find one. So thank you for watching. Be sure to check out swirlydoos.com and get on our forums. And we are also on Snap Guide now. So if you're into photo tutorials, we're going to be putting all of our photo tutorials on there from here on out. Thanks for watching.